My name is Kwabena Osaju. My final point is in here. Farouk Al-Wahab. Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Amen. Nana mi watch say.
Mfa nyashi.
O me fa o nyashi. David. Mati say obey special advisor to John Dramani. Me mat. Enti me kan.
Baby. Me be akote ni de.
Me the mat.
Sir.
Me the mat.
Okay. You hear the way see.
And na ye hwese ko be shede bisa o say me pese wo meboa me ma demonstration hefa e na me fa wo ko nga be ka de na kire no
oh just in the kitchen
Farouk 2025 who is our Fagana nyehwe
is it
who fire nyehwe wo
I didn't
sa na mahu wo 2025 fire nyehwe
sir
fire nyehwe
sir
me cannot crash let me see say make too much check 1 to 1 to do let me see me o flyer koto hope obi say this man is loaded with so much wisdom. Oh dear no we say Ozu, this will be great. I will listen to you and watch you live. We say direct money everywhere. We a blogger or say this is fire. Or the Uja we say in there fire. So a lot of messages and I will met na so cry there Abba. Nina and say they have believe in you or more trust or money say we super we great. Into the Israel for Ghana for year. Why?
No.
Akwaba. Let's say.
Very good. I think about you na I feel the drisa me na nyama dia hwehwe nsaka. Amen.
After 2 days after say the current president is see so washa say then appointees kra washa say kakra normal the ekoso then yem shishi na edu so wa sure 100% say it will stay on, the light in the base stay, light will be on intima yensro. Yes indeed also kra wo man call for yem fa ho nche also no be kapa. But Farouk, were you team eba inauguration as
Mama Hobetim Shape.
I didn't tell Mama. When did you take?
Oh, yes, I was not feeling too well. And moreover, I would have even coordinated as liaison as I did for 2016 Gabonese government. I had the privilege to do their liaison, not for Ghana, but for Gabon vis-a-vis with Ghana. But now I wasn't too well, and you know, in the public and the heat, and I wanted to stay back and then get healed for a while. Okay, but that was it. Normally, but we follow procedures.
Normally, so actually, yes. We will say, yeah, we still do near Boba, go no crash, you use slow motion, my own hundi. I had what teach you, they use slow motion, all the angles. Who say yes, sanity, to watch in there, Midris, who no make.
Yes, I watch it.
Diana. Ekoye Diana Ankoye yemfa start hono and all my organizers na so plaza obo mo percentage saying
oh you see we transition and a state with transition team and organize inauguration or swearing in ceremony and your standard practice Ghana and you more acquire building of the days, and then also the seating arrangement, the canopies, etc. More often, it changes from strength to strength. The crowd that is expected coming. I think on a whole, that is one of the investiture they swearing in attracting the biggest crowd of all class. Yeah, to me, my experience, because 2016, then I also watched President Kufuor Jerry after 19 years of Jerry. That time, know the awareness of Ghanaian politics. And the sway in a Ghana phone shed and Tiasia Papa. We don't know Shadon who be. And to the President Kufuor, we're not that kind of a political class, the informed public in a quiet. President Nana Adu Danko Kufuor 2016 na President Mahama so kono we saw quite a big crowd, a crowd fine. But this one, in my view, all the 8 governments now, 8 on the 4th Republican, I think so far, this is the most biggest.
All right, so
in terms of crowd.
In terms of crowd.
In terms of
within the country,
yes,
the most biggest.
The biggest.
And first ever 2025 inauguration course, so 21 head of states, and including coup leaders. I mean,
there is nothing called coup leaders, including head of states.
Oh, Modi coup nebai.
Whichever way you see it.
Or head of state.
Say head of states.
All right. Okay.
I've disproved that, and I've told people say we shouldn't be using such kind of.
But when you see them being part of democratical leader,
yes,
inauguration,
yes,
then they catch it.
And chair say we don't understand the whole scenario. Why we don't understand is even in the eyes of the United Nations General Assembly, called the UNGA, UN General Assembly is tolerant and have tolerated military leaders in the UN chamber in a military uniform. Who are those? Sani Abacha went to the UN General Assembly with military uniform. Muammar al-Gaddafi also UN General Assembly with military uniform. Omar Bashir, he has entered the UN General Assembly with military uniform. Are you getting me?
Me too.
Obasanjo, wako UN with military uniform. Buhari, wako bida. Jay Rawlings, he's been there with military uniform. It is something that is a normal standard. Say, be a head of state or a military leader or a country. That country had not gone out of the UN. Whereas even on the block called the African Union, now ECOWAS crown, you have taken it out. And I say when your member crowd not recognized, and I say, we may do away with that government. You know? They are still a member state of the UN. When there is a United Nations General Assembly, they go. Do you understand? Now the host nation, and Rebecca said, when now for military uniform, and now the military uniform, Baba, and I'm giving you the highest, topmost organization of the world is the UN. That package of 170 countries. So organization Rebecca said the biggest independent democratic forum of the world. Military leaders at the UCO. Young share Cuba leader Fidel Castro in UN General Assembly or the military uniform no choir. So if Ghana president swear in ceremony, one thing that we do not know, which we are going to take us through, and then you will see Adeka Krabi, and he said, and when the Burkina Faso leader, and I say, Doumbouya of Guinea, and I say Chiani of Niger, and I see Goita of Mali. I saw Iran also or Bagana swearing in ceremony. The president-elect, our friends, was is in the position. The president-elect was once a president. And to our friends, our bloc, our friends were ECOWAS, our friends were African Union. Now the African Union practice, they say, Ghana, like Mozambique, other countries, this year, countries are elections, African continent. The UN platform, and then also the African Union platform, and then the ECOWAS platform, and then the SADC platform, and the European, the East African platform, and the Central African Union. Only the battle so said, and now Ghana, I win a year election, only swearing in on the 7th. President who block no person visit such an investiture, swearing in. Then you can notify, say what direct access allowing more invitation from Ghana government. But so per se African Union also power and now let us know so they deal with the foreign affairs.
Okay.
And I'm taking you through the protocols.
Okay.
Which is very interesting. And we will move free African Union. But we'll be her, His Excellency the President-elect. Or now for let's say Traore, President Mama Adamfo off the presidency. and as no omo president. Now during the campaign, something that you and I and public do not know say or canvass for support from the region or friends or region. Why? Because we are conscientizing the mind say or we near only the king abeya juma only chiani beya juma only mali beya juma, but his success is predecessor and that's excellence in another government, you know. Now only a part of the ECOWAS only severe diplomatic relations with these governments
because of how
yes PDS 1, PDS 2, PDS 3 declaration. PDS 1 declaration or the massive say you are turning the table when you ECOWAS or a member and was suspended the mayor. I mean only no Accra say. So therefore I know President Mahama, any so president elect now all your campaign on so Akko countries idea were creative friendship. Young share on the Gabonese leader. Only now are done for. Also a military leader. And it's a boss or Japanese said may introduce may be an inauguration. Branefa India better here. What does it mean? You canvass for support from the regional leaders and your friends, both on the African continent and outside the continent of Africa. Anything as I hear said. Obi our opposition for 8 years. Now all bad government, all pre-elections, while winning elections, now as many the time Ghana that kind of a crowd, presidential visits will come Ghana at 50. Ghana at 50 was the only occasion we had more than 10 to 15 presidents every city here, because that was a historic and it was big. But normal sway in there. We been 7, 8, 10, 6, 7. Now this is a catch. Who was the special guest of honor? Tinubu. Ghana and Nigeria, we have that kind of friendship. There was an occasion named Koho, because there was a time Nigeria was when Ghana and Kobe. It became a diplomatic role, which was not possible. That shouldn't have happened. But me my details. Ghana president Anko. Nigeria, so it's okay. Let us not go there. We are not here to criticize.
Well,
yes, of course, under the Fourth Republic. The second government or third government or fifth government, it doesn't matter. But what I'm trying to say is, Nigeria is always seen. Ghana, but hold on. Nigeria is always seen as say Ghana a big sister, big brother, and Ghana sees Nigeria big sister, big brother. It is all what your Ghana president swear in, you swear Ghana in. Say mostly Nigeria president the best special guest of honor. Okay. In the case of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the first way the special guest of honor was Alassane Ouattara of La Côte d'Ivoire. Why? Because say only no awo no million for but no Buhari. But what I say, the president elect in the election, Ebia Opese. We invite him as a special guest of honor. Now let's talk about the president that came. Traore had been a topic on the continent. Wow. In Ghana. Say, Adentina Traore ba Accra with military uniform.
Obeje fans in
say the youthful exuberance, the how all perform with Burkina Faso, and the entourage. And the youthfulness, the energy, the bar, it is just only commonly known. Say, you show me television, so you take the oil, and to see him walking on the land of Ghana, it's so enthusiastic and very nice. One would ask, some are saying, so we see some color in him. One would ask, I don't think I'm not His Excellency Nana the government, MPP government, Traore Makura Bishia Nana Burkina Faso. There's what is called diplomatic trust. That trust, and they say, if you are no on government, and already in France 4010, already or coup protester, say the MPs will destabilize when we say taking in the government in it down. Following what happened, if I come so far, so also to the boss, Damiba. And that kind of friction, no, Damiba Tipebu, and it is self pushing ahead for them to take off the boy. Therefore, what done also, But it isn't interesting. Isn't it so surprising? Yes, everybody now His Excellency President Mahama. Now I'm telling Ghanaians, and say, President Mahama, if you North, the minority tribal settings one north borderland with Burkina Faso. We have the Wangara, we have a lot of Kusasis, some even Mampusi, Bezangas, Gruma. Most of the tribes in the one north at the front tip. They also have the same tribal settings, Moshi and Co. They are in Burkina. So President Mahama is telling Ghanaians, I will not sever the relations with Burkina. Menko phone before or woman to the boy. Even though so a senior man when it comes to presidency, President Mahama is far ahead. Why a vice president? Why a president? Why with the mission? Why hold you? These are guys only younger, only ubia or fan as in role model. So interestingly, between you and I, you'll be shocked. Say on the continent of West Africa, the guy has taken President Mahama as his godfather. That is how the presidential system works. Nanado, or the godfather, as far as African Union is concerned, as far as African bloc is concerned, as far as international community is concerned. And when I make opinions of Mobano, Ebile Traore, is he the only person that came? Yeah, the big wig in the person of Paul Kagame. Kagame doesn't go to countries just like that. Paul Kagame, he does not go to certain countries just like that. Ghana 50 Obai. From that time, you know Kagame. So how did he? Certainly, Kagame came. Gabonese president, I brought Odimba. Okay? They okay? I brought him to Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. They swear in. And a Ghana government, Ebi Oseje, former minister of foreign affairs. And I mean, so me here, the liaison for Gabonese government. Odimba, not on me, that time we were too close to Ghana. But Odimba is American trained. It did not also pursue, so there was a discussions. Then he said, okay, you will come. So we throw in the invitation. We throw in the request. Say a Pasiaba. Ghana responded diplomatically. Then we liaised up with foreign affairs. So all the details that went through, what went on, I negotiated with the Ghana government. Yepe short car for the president. Yepe high car. The backup car, your Land Cruisers, your Belgian Land Cruisers, Ghana Simon 2 penny the amount. Okay, yes, your Belgian Biaka home, or the entourage of 30, security detail of 7. You don't cry weapon and you don't cry weapon and these are what is called diplomatic agreement. It goes through the diplomatic agreements. We did that. And you find out better. Ghana say, Mama, your friend is Kempiski. Okay, your Belgian room. But I against the but we notify the state security. Say President Nebano, you find free tarmac or say you how bit you catch them. I negotiated. Yavana and Co hotel Ghana allocated here because no idea about that. But we took him to just behind your prestige. Japan embassy, Korea embassy opposite, a normal apartment. So when we receive him from the airport, or Sergey receive him on behalf of Ghana, me coordinating on behalf of Gabon, we pick him up straight away. Who drives him? I said, I don't know Ghana. Burma police officer, and Tim Kofa police officer, or a Burma.
I will trust him.
It's always like that.
Okay.
Your friend is saying, what's the name? Personal police station, or motor rider. I'm saying, I know you. You be the driver. The bodyguard Oba with a young girl, Accra. She was the bodyguard, holding weapon. President's sister at the back on the left, on the right. Then Osage, the host for Ghana, sit on the left. Ahead of time, we say the Gabonese leader Nebano. Yes, Victor Smith was to coordinate for Ghana. Ideally, I would have also be on the Gabonese trail and then do the liaison. But as I said, I wasn't there. But then we coordinate. That is our agreements, a year Juma. Now,
so your mom can please care one ordinary building.
Yes, you have to tell the national security. Yes, the national security will be notified because national security would also back up. Under back your entourage. But the problem that Ghana has is that State Protocol Department, and I'm saying this on authority, is a shame to the country. We don't have CASA, a techie presidential entourage when they are visiting this country. And most of the governments in Oba, Oman high.
High will come here.
Yeah, the fun come here.
Okay. Private.
Yes, Land Cruisers no rent it. Now Ghana government they be to say Tinubu. Nigeria government Oba. Ghana some allocating moving pick. Or some dase. Rooms is saying or some number 30 rooms or some entourage dosun. And Timisu me pay biaka home. Nigeria campus going to be 120 rooms because the security detail is 65 big one and sana the ministers and then the foreign ministry near at the protocol from only Dawson and to also the GB at their account and sana one man when they are arriving are you getting me when they are arriving which route are they using from the VVIP lounge of the airport? You take airport, which road? Independence Avenue, straight away to the now say Obakon Hotel, Akoyemi, and Sana Yadenaba, the parade or the grounds. In the case of the Gabon 2016, when we pick him, Yadenaba procedure, and I the Gabonese students be shy. We had whatever, and then we had a private meeting with the ambassador. Minko from Togo, who was responsible for Ghana, my good self, Yanini Dinkomo, we gave them the details, plus the security, the top security was a Chinese man, Yedinkomo, okay, which is the way? President from her, straight away, we are going to the Independence Square. After the Independence Square, when the president is sworn in between 12:30, bang, 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 yeah. When the president is moving to International Conference Center to receive, to be a host of all the presidents in the Banahon, will be a 10 minutes, 12 minutes, tete-a-tete. I want to go greeting, I had them, and I was showing well. So we usher him in. From then, straight away, we didn't take the president to Prestige. The rooms that we took, hotel from Hallelujah, and yes, that's why you timidly near the roof will grab your chair for them to make use of it. Straight away, we are Janukwan. Now, the issue for Ghanaians, which is an interesting thing, is that we will say, or producer, or then in such as a gun. Baba,
your problem at Ghana will be a Kahwase.
About your gun, I born.
I didn't tell you born.
You born, sir. There's always an agreement of a visiting president. And the president, most of them, they have what is called president's signature. The signature has to do. Say, all banu, a walking stick in the corner. And could be back as a neutrino, Bibi Bano, Yidiban, and I walking stick in the president and use and also the Kenya weapon. It is not like that. There are certain agreements that the state does not come and farm a toho. Why? And they say, it could even be, I'm just saying, without just revealing what could have been the situation. Only Burkina Bay, you're inviting so on now Ghana at the security protocols at the Abetoho. When the security protocols in there to no counter security protocols. President ever share the military uniform because he's still in the revolution.
Okay.
Which is not against the law. Or the entourage of 200 and now 20 people, 10 of them are armed. Ombekra assault rifles no mode ban. Onkra Kafinikov 5, AK-47 20, Brent 5, Scorpion, CZ, Cheska Zebrowska weapon, Ekra 8. And your weapon the crown of the dinner chin 33. The president himself is holding 2 pistols. The 2 pistols, maybe 9mm. Made by Cheska. All these details in also please let's learn.
Oh, me too.
All these details in security details, which is called the protocols. Protocols in the Ghana government ahead of time. We are 1 month. Ghana steady. Now Ghana I can't as Mr. President Traore, head of state. We claim for this issue. Until Obama adequate military backup as your security. Ghana Army. No soldiers in 3 and 5 maybe correct me cry as what waffle. Wow, weapon, we bet him their ball. Ebi a pacho discharge bullet in the film.
Okay.
Which is a way idea. You're the Bible to public. And that's a bullet in the Baba. Now we're talking about what is called confidence. The confidence here is that President Mahama, any guy, no, Traore, only a good friendship. If the President Mahama trusted the person visiting him with a weapon, and the boy has indicated, what said the whole world, all call Russia, about the pistol, and the signature and person who home. And out of extreme, and it's not out of bounds. Mati said, we are called for you program the coach. People should learn from this. Say security experts. I don't know the man come once because maybe they are in Kahu. No, maybe in Kahu, Obiako school different. And your woman can a Sabak or Sabak threatening. That's our Neka. We are talking about diplomacy, agreements, any protocols when it comes to presidential visit. Why you need Jumano and Kokan has some good word massy. Whether you're a lecturer, you're a professor, whether you're a cyber, whatever, again, don't go there, don't talk. We'll be forced to talk. And a good number of them were talking blah blah blah. But when I say, hey, into a contract crisis, we could generate young crowd and my then other children. No, there's nothing it's not your fault. You're great, protocols. Ghana signing, foreign affairs will copy, set protocol will copy. Ghana Air Force will copy, including where the aircraft now they ban, there be a packing, including aircraft now they ban, the securities on board. No man so. Tinubu flight to Dubai. Nigeria by we have 14 armed officers from Nigeria Air Force. The pilot of Nigeria got the president, a soldier. You must be in uniform. What I say. They are not kept or flying on 2 days. You are doing only I'm them about my last more than 2. Why am I down for? Tunde was a military, he flies Buhari as an Air Force. When the flight in BCA, soldiers Messi, only Ghana Air Force, because alien soldier on the land of Ghana. But agreements in that Ghana military, Ghana Air Force, you are aware. Some flight in Tinubu Bano, 14 armed men or so. Only never died the flight, you know. Only flight in see right Tinubu TC a man red carpet to be a film. Pilots, you know, 2.
Top radio back.
Ne friends say, air hostess. And I see what's. Now ya peja you. Ya do mko. Abia president ko no. We mon ko Juma Mahama mko hotel. Na 14 army no. O mesi from. O ma yem bench our aircraft na se. O guide plane no kopim se president Besaba. O the plane na se no da. O team Independence Square. We need the course ho. Pokadami ni plane so no. We are guide no ko airport nko bisa wo mu. This is what is called agreement amoye. Actually na and idea for public consumption say you be chere. In the Traore by the train crown, it was part and parcel of the diplomatic agreement.
The president of Ghana that time, John Dramani Mahama,
yes,
aware.
Yes,
they dress everything.
Only be ahead of time.
Okay.
Only be ahead of time.
Okay.
Now there's something
including your security.
Or be aware.
Okay.
But you will be some sort of catch up because they don't owe you say Babaka Sassanatro.
Okay.
Shabia Traore. Ochia president, you know, vice president, no cochiano. Otunike.
Direct
to a year for the first time. What does it mean? It is a contest between where diplomacy meets culture. Where diplomacy meets culture means that Onono in the Boshi, Burkina Bay, Ohu Oba, Etisani Mami. And to go to a vice president, a woman vice president, you know, at that point on the mind of Traore, he was going to greet his mother. In Burkina tribe, in Moshi tribe, Bambara tribe, Fulani tribe, name all of them. Obiano was cheche,
okay.
And then the culture is that you use your left hand, and it's the Igbo also, Igbo tribe. Yan what to see a tribe na twatwe ye catch no or the inside left no etu che no or the right no the achia. That is what exactly he did.
Because now on social media, man for say, "Obi a yan to about man of crown, or cochian, where you obey tonight." I shall say, "Achian is him." You do speak of parliament tonight, or man blue.
Woman blue, yes.
Or call your friend and say, "President to Sasha Nichen."
Yes. Only you know, Chian Yonko Bema. Intended the normal French, which are managers of President Mahama diplomatically.
It's not going live on Facebook now. Watch pictures, you know, a flu or no many your friends. So
managers of President Mahama mention diplomatically or chair French for now. You go with your head. You head with the left, you head with the right, and then you head with the forehead. And you know the French way, or you do shoulder and then head. I'm saying, President Mahama, you need to be giving come up. But what you say?
Clear. Point is so same.
Yes.
Person now
about 20 crown now.
And signature.
And signature.
Possibility say now.
Ebi crown now high.
Okay.
But then no Ghana government, including His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana today, President Mahama, was more than 300 times aware. Yeah, the protocol of every president be in this agreement. You know. But I can also tell you, say, there have been counter of them. You feel. And also you counter TSC. So we agree. So we know the president now.
In fact, memory mo has say, maybe I me jina pay no mo be fine.
Yes.
Tamwa, who say normally cars na ba papa na nka so fans Burkina be president.
Well wrong.
So fans. It's me fans sir. You do who say Tinubu ramu no. Car ne ba your friend is so they so straight. It's one or yeah a lot of them head of state no be brave cars na yeah e do the president in team oko straight. But when kwa do one dey or stop here and o see and ono nante from a chiri kura nsa na obi wrem e ho na fans ne share say na hwe ne nkofo na edi na chiri so a obi kura aso o san agbaja o uhu ne na so uhu Ghana military bia military police for you to say ka we there but mo asa small boys bi e na o share mo ntade na pistol ni kuto tu ankasa so ye de ekuto ntita do say so mo kwotena se o mo ma be 6 of them every nechi e na o mo ja 2 and another kukuta the bag.
Yes, I mean,
bag no ko no samba bag.
And an Eddie camp.
Lady camp no there a later. Omo ma ni be gina actually. Baby okota na fe say ho no bia tension e den. E wo. Is it because like you said, kwan of us be president. The signature baby atu no bo. And I say omo color uniform na how na sit na Ghana for na say ye budget so na say why something extraordinary. Ghana
for showmanship. Now the same thing in Ghana near the Thomas Sankara. I fancy for Bufuya. Now Sankara Bajeri ho. Or Bajeri ho mfi say not tilted towards English. Now Ghana and a Jerry. Now on the mind of the French, Jerry was the motivating factor. When you cool, Ebina Valentine Strasser at the AFRC the same concept Korea Sierra Leone. What I say, Editu Joseph Momo. Strasaba had that time at the age of 25. The vice president side beside the age of 23 in the 90s. You know, they were also having that kind of fun. Into a country, a pedama showmanship. But let me clear here something that would be very clear on the mind of Ghana. Said, or did now the Bahana who did American President Bush, Ebesia President Kufuor, our Republic of Ghana in the mid 2000s. President Bush, Ebesia President Kufuor, American protocols, when you should be over 300 agreements, 300 agreements, security protocols. Only the Bekoni sign Bibia Pepe.
Wow.
Over Tiasia or Beba, Tiasia or Ma. And Maminka Ketua Binchamo. President Bush, Bessa Ghana. Obesa President Kufuor, part of the controversial protocols, security protocols, not part of it. President Kufuor must allow what he has admitted to say, must allow, say, Sakobasa President Bush, Eba presidency, a castle usu then. President Kufuor office no team. I mean the chief of staff could any executive auxiliary staffs na omo ho no say executive floor no America for best scanning ni
yet ekuro no
best scanning every room and the president Kufuor has to step out from his own office and no CIA dogs echo inside echo scanning. It's an agreement. President Kufuor tiase na opposition chese hu bi anim bibitima ba Ghana signs agreement no dada into a buy na from airport anytime na no kwese President Kufuor no the US president have to sit in his car. Now the US military, CIA, FBI, Presidential Protection Force.
But Ebasa, is there a way as a person? Because you okay with it, but your security never cast no.
Your security no. The head of state is the president. Who is the commander in chief? Is that not the president?
President, yeah.
The agreement is sent to the president to review. National security behind there. Bureau of National Intelligence. Then military intelligence, the MIs, only security company, share community, no more deciding near the briefings and command president. Near the agreement natural, protocols natural, presidents where their materials, where their mintias, ye boxer, and send a US ambassador. No, I send the Akoma State Department, and send a trip on Kwabisi. Part of the American agreement, 2 hours. 2 hours before the US president Besi the Ghana airspace 267,000 kilometers square of this country, the airspace in must be clear. No flight in, no flight out. 2 hours. Now, ahead of that, let's check what protocol means. Ahead of that, Ghana radar, you see, airport. Yani in West Africa, not even Lagos. Yani what the farthest and the longest radar. Flight to Abuja, to Lagos, Ghana radar to me pick over 600 miles away. You to me pick up to Mali. You to me pick up to Ouagadougou. You to me pick it to Abidjan. Majority was there. Enti American phone and kasa by radar control ho. Eno betina ho. Eno Ghana radar monitors net ho. Say making sure say flight biama. That can not bush no. Africa no nina be Morocco. Enam Sahel. Ebefa your friend say Mauritania. Aba ebefa Niger. A enter Nigeria territories. Aba. And also so for Burkina side there. Obeko through the Mali app. Wherever or factory Europe ebefa North African. Edia be room. Yatimi nase. Now by here and bush there whatever took place there, I will not talk. It's okay. But the mere bush equal part of the controversial protocol which President Kufuor agreed. And it was not different from Rawlings. Any what's the name? Clinton Diano. Never hold just 2 minutes. All corner. The director, the security or the head of security of Kotoka International Airport, where I can do but so Tia and I will be Tia. At that time, who was the colonel in charge of security of Kotoka International Airport?
Yeah, Canon.
Canon in charge. American sergeant can get the hell out of here. And agreement now signing down a signing here. Bush Kotama Kanisuno. A Tama Kanisubia, except President Kufuor and the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Obia di mechi any facing the US president. But you understand what it means? What do I head down? Immigration or airport, customs or airport, security detail or airport, aviation for Obia di mechi and President Bush. Now, you were coming with culture assembly. And you know, you can take it was then monitored by Ebo Apia. Under the National Cultural Assembly nearby, America for Eba Eddie Omo President Neba Tama Keneson. Now Omo Boketi at the VVIP lounge anymore. And Omo Sunday Omo coming. And come on, so Omo Kosha even Shinina and Kofone Bon. Sanctioning a corrector. And a come on, I rejecting Chinini too.
Top radio back.
US in Clamano Motra.
Oh, Jackson and Chinini or Montina or Nassan Chini.
Yeah, and Chinini.
Not Chinini, you know, Chinese Diana. And Sabani kick it, you know. I want to say US Army, or you second knife, ha, when you chin ready war, or war, and you drum. Won't go say Bapia.
The okay, no correct.
Many say, Monsieur Fendi Bapia, who could be on the coordinate here. Almost said you need to not quite do to get a hair out of here. Many say, President Kufoti as Mugo. Then he works with him on the red carpet. You tape now, President Kufo, or no call about the same, we do baby and Timon Krahubi. George Bush do one, our 10 or have a high shake with His Excellency the President. Bidding him goodbye. Now, President Kufo, the general, no journalists, you are doing good truck for a use of your friends, I do say, tipper truck and your car, and you are doing Gina Park, Tama, and America, US Marine, a Chad VDIP, now President Bush himself, as US President, or no Kwakotani came out, he has to go through the back, not the front of the car. And to a local back, on Timiko be a door, only he has to stand there and wait for instructions from the United States of America, State Department, State Security, CIA, all collaborated security agencies. I'm a signal and send it to me. Bush call her and Coco be the car, Coco track anymore. What do I know, Sinante? Boyish and Flamboyant. We do an officer. No, stop, stop. But just common sergeant. We're instructing my original. Then you have to receive or communicate into your instructions. Will be a door. Now, or the Nisa. So I make up the inside to na pump. What can I shame? And send what two. All this while, will be a example to be or the Mexi and I share the Okoso.
Very well. Live on top 103.1.